Good evening. How's everybody today? Hope you're doing well. Everything's good here. Just chilling out. Since the rain, we've had two big rains this year. The first one I told you about nearly wrecked my workshop. The second one just rained. But as soon as the rains come, it brings nitrogen and everything goes wildly green. So it's a good time of the year to be here. Really cool to see all the flowers coming, the smells and things like that. Amazing. This is the best part of the year actually. It's warm today, but I didn't do anything. I just felt like being lazy. So guess what I did? Be lazy. But you know, I told you about the frangipani. So the white one has the best smell. And this time of the evening, from now till dusk, the smell comes out. And last night I was sat out here, I was working on some shelves, just sitting over there at the picnic table. And the whole garden smelled like perfume. The whole garden, wherever you went, you could just smell perfume. It's amazing. So I need smelly vision so you can smell. So you got this one, this frangipani, different color. And it's hard to show you these ones because they're a little bit high. You got this one here, a little bit high, just so it's hard to show you. And then you got the white one. And this whole tree is full of white flowers. See them all? All inside, everywhere. So from now till dusk, the whole garden smells like perfume shop. Beautiful smell, amazing. I wish I could let you smell it for free. One way to not get so stressed out is just to simply make a plan. No need to worry about anything. You know, the people who just, if you do your research, make a plan, write it down on a piece of paper. You know, you could call that green clothes thinking if you want, but it's just a survival instinct, I guess I have. I don't know. So what's the first thing you need? Well, you need water and shelter. You already have that. What's the next thing you need? On Maslow's theory of hierarchy, what's the next thing you need? Food. So you know, you just need simple food. You don't need to worry too much. One good thing about being here in Thailand is nobody's what do you call it, gouging, or you know, the shelves are full. Nobody's going out and buying, you know, everything at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're just going on about their normal business. The only thing I've seen is one time in one store when they put a brand of toilet paper on sale, the whole shelf was cleared out. But there was plenty more of other brands. So that's the only thing I've seen so far. But just make a plan. What do you need? You have shelter, you have water, get some food, and you know, if you can get a mask. You know, people keep saying, oh, a mask isn't going to do anything. Well, it's up to you what you do. I'm just trying to prepare and explain what I know. I watched an interview with he wasn't a virologist, he was some kind of specialist from Italy. And he said the two most important things to do is wash your hands and wear a mask. Can a mask protect you against the virus? Maybe not. But without it, it's even less, right? So if you look at it as a percentage, I wear one. I have quite a thick one, and I wear it wherever I go. You know, yesterday I went to a shop to buy some lacquer, aerosol lacquer, and there was a few people in there. 90% of the people were wearing masks. One or two staff weren't. I seen a mom and dad and 3 kids and granddad all not wearing a mask, and I stayed away from them. I just waited till they passed, let them go by, and then walk by myself. But it's up to you how much you protect yourself, you know. Most days I want to stay here. Today, yes, you know, for a few days last week I was out running around getting ready, and you know, I was like 95% ready a week ago. You know, last weekend, last weekend should I say. But I just went out for a few things I wanted to get in, and I got them already. So, you know, the good thing about here is everything's kind of calm, and stay calm, get your stuff together, get organized, and then after that, just learn to be calm. You know, people say, oh, I'm going to go stir crazy staying in my house. Well, there's a state of mind. So if you've got everything organized, you know, if you got everything organized, you got a home, you have somewhere to live, you got water, you got food. So, you know, if you got electricity, you know, if you have to watch TV, watch it. You know, whatever it is. But now is a good time to practice being calm. You know, because to keep your immune system strong and to keep you strong. So that, you know, today I got given, shared a link from UK Sky News. A reporter went to a hospital in Italy, a really well-off area with a really up-to-date hospital. And the guy was wearing a full white suit with like goggles on and like a N95 mask. I mean, no skin exposed, and even had purple gloves on. And goes into this mass, and they were not in the intensive care ward, they were in the emergency ward, and they had beds lined up everywhere, with all these people with like a bubble on top of their head forcing air, because the later stages of the bug is a severe case of pneumonia. But if you look closely, I don't like saying this, but if you look closely, there were a lot of elderly people, and you know, elderly people from, you know, Mediterranean countries tend to smoke, and you know, if you're smoking and you get pneumonia, that's not cool. So you know, smoking's putting stress on your lungs. So if they get the bug, it's going to hit them harder, and it's going to hit harder older people. You know, they say 60, 70, 80. So touch wood. I smoked when I was like 16, 17, 18, and before I joined the green clothes, I threw them in the garbage. But you know, I do have problems here with allergies sometimes. I never had allergies in my life, but the air quality here sometimes affects me. Last few days, because it's been raining, you know, it hasn't bothered me at all, so, which is good. So my message really is to encourage as much as I can, just to say, hey, don't worry too much. There's some figures I wanted to share with you. You know, in America they have they say if you get below 2.2% of the population that has influenza, then you're doing good. Well, last year it was 1.75, so they did very good. So I thought, okay, how many people are affected by this bug that's going around? And right now, as of today when I'm looking, it was 340,000 people worldwide that's affected. Well, if you take that into the population of about, what is it, 7.8 billion people, as a percentage, it works out at 0.00348 percentage. So that's way below the average of influenza that's acceptable in the US. I'm not saying that's the standard for the world, but it is a standard. So less than 2.2%, they're happy. Last year was 1.7, they were very happy. Well, right now, the current percentage in the world is 0.00348. It might have moved a little bit, but that's like way nothing, right? So the trick of the trade is stay away from people, stay healthy, look after yourselves, and hopefully it'll pass right on by you. I hope so. So on that note, I'm going to sign off and say buckets of blessings, stay healthy, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness, and all the very best from here in paradise, me and my little woods. Look after yourselves. Good night.